Have you ever wished for more money, more gold, or more success, thinking it would finally make you happy? What if I told you a story of a simple farmer who found a way to turn his life into endless riches, but ended up losing everything instead? Stay with us for the next few minutes to discover how greed can blind us to the blessings we already have. Long ago, in a small, peaceful village, surrounded by golden fields of wheat and green meadows, there lived a humble farmer named Thomas. He was known among his neighbors as a hard-working man, rising with the sun and toiling until the stars appeared. Life was simple but steady. Thomas owned a small piece of land, enough to grow food for his family and sell a little extra in the market. He wasn't rich, but his heart was content, or at least, it used to be. As the seasons passed, Thomas began to notice the wealthier farmers in the village. They had bigger houses, more cattle, and dressed in fine clothes. A tiny seed of envy slowly took root in his heart. He wondered, why can't I have what they have? Why must I work so hard and still have so little? These thoughts grew stronger each day, and soon, the simple life that once brought him peace now felt like a heavy chain. Deep inside, Thomas started longing for a way to change his fate, to find wealth so great that he would never have to worry again. Little did he know, this desire would soon lead him down a path that would change his life forever. One hot summer afternoon, after hours of labor under the blazing sun, Thomas rested under an old oak tree near his field. As he closed his tired eyes, he drifted into a deep sleep. In his dream, a mysterious old man appeared, dressed in a long, flowing robe with a golden staff in his hand. The old man spoke in a calm, echoing voice. "Thomas, beneath your land lies a treasure beyond your imagination. Dig deep tomorrow at sunrise, and your life will change forever." Thomas woke up with a pounding heart. Could this be real, or just a foolish dream? But the idea of hidden treasure wrapped around his mind like a vine. He could think of nothing else all night. When the first light of dawn touched the earth, Thomas grabbed his shovel and rushed to the exact spot from his dream. Hour after hour, he dug. Sweat poured down his face, his hands blistered, but he didn't stop. Finally, the shovel struck something hard. His heart raced. He dug faster, and soon he uncovered a small wooden chest. Inside it, piles of gold coins glittered in the morning sunday. Thomas fell to his knees, overwhelmed with joy. His dream had come true. He laughed, cried, and shouted with triumph. At last, he thought, he would be richer than anyone in the village. But greed has a way of blinding the heart. Instead of stopping to be grateful, Thomas believed there must be more treasure buried deeper. He ignored his farm, his crops, and even his family. Day after day, he dug further and further, chasing the dream of endless wealth. The fertile soil that once gave him food and life turned into barren pits of dirt and dust. The village watched in silence as Thomas grew thinner, his eyes burning with obsession. Nothing mattered anymore except the promise of more gold. Days turned into weeks. Thomas dug deeper and deeper into the earth, certain that another treasure was waiting below. But as the holes grew wider and deeper, his farmland shrank. The rich, fertile soil that once grew golden wheat was now nothing but dry, cracked dirt. The crops withered, the animals grew thin, and Thomas's family watched helplessly as the man they loved became a stranger consumed by greed. Then, one morning, as Thomas swung his shovel into the ground for the 100th time, the earth gave way. The hole he had dug was so deep that the walls collapsed, burying the last of the gold under layers of heavy soil. In an instant, everything was gone. The treasure, the land, and even Thomas's hope, all lost beneath the weight of his own greed. Thomas fell to his knees, staring at the empty land that had once fed his family and given him a good, simple life. Now it was nothing but dust and broken dreams. The wealth he had longed for had turned to nothing, leaving him poorer than before. And it was then, in the silence of that barren field, that Thomas finally understood true wealth was never in the gold. It was in the harvests he had abandoned, the family he had ignored, and the peace he had once taken for granted. Dear friends, the story of Thomas is a reminder for all of us. Greed blinds the heart. It makes us forget the blessings we already have while chasing illusions of more. Real happiness comes not from endless riches, but from gratitude, hard work, and contentment with what life has given us. If this story touched your heart or made you think about the true meaning of wealth, don't let it end here. Hit the like button to let us know you want more inspiring stories like this. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson every week. And if you know someone who could use a reminder about gratitude and contentment, share this video with them. Together, let's spread wisdom and kindness, one story at a time.